Good day, I'm Ikslorin, and Monday we looked at the first iteration of this deck that was sent to me by a subscriber, and this Wednesday and Friday here we are going to look at the second version, and he did a lot of changes to it, and some of them I found very interesting. This still looks in the card choices very much like a standard priest, but the amount of each card is very interesting. For example, we still have 2 Circle of Healings, but we also now have 2 Holy Smites. And Vol'jin has actually been removed compared to that. We have Sylvanas instead. Also, Thaurissan has also been removed. But then Dark Cultist has been added. And but so the Holy Smites are not really comboed with Vol'jin anymore, but they're just removing in themselves. So I guess this is because he was running into so many hunters and such that he added this Holy Smite. Light of Naru is still here. Powered Shields, Northshire Clerics. Resurrect has been removed. I guess I understand that. The Resurrects didn't really work for me either, as we could see last time, so I guess it's okay. I mean, you probably would have to do some kind of different deck if you really want the Resurrects to do some really good stuff. So, yeah. 2 Shadow Earth Deaths, actually. So we removed the Shadow Earth Pain to get another Shadow Earth Death here. So he has also run into a lot of big stuff. So he wanted to get even more Shadow Earth Deaths in. I don't think that is only just because of the amount of Dr. Booms here. So it's very interesting that we have gone for 2 Holy Smites while removing the Vol'jin, while still at the same time going for 2 Shadow Earth Deaths and not actually going for 2 Shadow Earth Pains. Still a Thought Steal. Dark Cultist has been added again. Ninja Blade Master still here to go for the Circle of Healing combo. Shadow Earth Madness still just 1. 2 Orcanize, 2 Sludge Belchers, and the Light Bomb has now also been added, so instead of Vol'jin or Thaurissan, we have now Light Bomb. We still only have 1 Cabal Shadow Priest. Still a very interesting choice. Yeah, it's still a very interesting choice compared to the Standard Priest that has 2 and always has had 2 of these Cabal Shadow Priest. Sylvanas to just take more of his stuff. Mind Control for that too, and Ragnaros and Ysera just for some big scary threats. So, he started out with something that looked very interesting compared to a standard priest. Still played a lot like it, but had some new stuff and also had some different choices. But this one looks much more like the standard priest, but at the same time also has a lot of very interesting changes to it, especially in the amount of cards you have. Like the 2 Holy Smites, but only 1 Cabal Shadow Priest, 2 Shadow Earth Deaths, but no Shadow Earth Pain. So there are some very interesting choices that has been done in this one. Probably because of the meta, mainly. I don't know. I am very interested to see how this at least works. And luckily we are going against a Druid, thank you. A Druid, so we can actually get these 2 Shadow Earth Deaths to work for something. Also, this beauty here. Well, as long as he's not anything that is, that is mill or fatigue druid, this is going to be more than fine. Because then he cannot naturalize this. So, light shall indeed burn him. I don't really want to do anything, because while Pyromancer can't do anything until he has played something, it isn't worth it. But we have a combo here for 3 mana for at least 1 AoE. And for 3 mana he's playing this wonderful new card also. At 2/5 though. So he's probably going to try and taunt it up. But I can do that too. Get something big and scary out on the board. And actually we can just kill it with Pyromancer next turn, should we want to. Though that is probably just a waste. Probably just go in there and heal. We could do that. But then we won't have anything else to do. Maybe we will just draw the second or one of the 2 Holy Smites. Now that we have 2 of them, we probably can expect it to happen much more. Also, this is a beast, so there's that. Probably I would have to kill it before turn 5. So yeah, this is probably fine. He has just used the coin when he got this one out, so don't think. Yeah, we can probably wait, because I'm pretty sure the thing that goes to a 7/7 is a 5 mana and not a 4 mana card, so except if he wants to burn 1 mana on getting on using an Innovate, it's more than fine, really. I don't see any reason not to just be greedy here. Actually, I see no reason to it. We can just go in, kill it, heal again, and Dark Cultist. We have a 4/7 and a 3/4 on the board. That is some beefy minions really that he would have to deal with. And he has nothing else to do, so this is really perfect. I could probably ask for a better beginning. It's not very aggressive, obviously, but it's still... We have board control, and it is very hard for him to actually remove it. If he swipes this one, I have then a 4/10. And that is something he wouldn't really want me to do, because he cannot probably never then kill it. And I can just trade away with this, or just kill everything and have immense value out of this thing. And at 5 mana, he doesn't have a beast anymore. So should he play anything else that is a beast, just kill it. And except for that, probably just go for Sludge Belcher here. And maybe Power Word Shield that one too.
I must safeguard the land.
Very interesting. That is probably not what I would have wanted to do. There's much better stuff to silence in this deck, but... This is not a beast, right? Yeah. Well, not everything from a druid is a beast, but still good to check. They have changed some of the old druid cards to be beasts to interact better with that druid card that I can't remember the name of anymore. But yeah, this... He hasn't played anything, so I am a little bit worried about what he could come up with. He just played the Starfall, and so he is a very controlly thing, controlly focused. But on the other hand, it's not that he hasn't really been able to do that much. I'm just afraid that he just all of a sudden every turn plays Dr. Boom, then Ragnaros, and everything some kind of big ramp to it where he just didn't get the ramp. So we certainly can still lose everything. Should he play a Ragnaros, for example, or Dr. Boom this turn, then Ragnaros next turn and just kill everything? That is irritating, but we still got a lot of stuff here. Wild Growth. That is... So he wants to play Ysera or Alexstrasza. Well, I feel very safe right now, so I'm just going to do this. Oh! Mistakes were made. Because he's going to 9 mana, so he can Poison Seed Starfall. That is probably what he wanted to do here. So playing Ragnaros here, not the best. We should probably have gone... Actually, if we had played the Sludge Belcher instead, the drop from this one would have been killed. So at least with Ragnaros played, we deal 8 damage to him. But we should actually just have done nothing in the first place. Okay, so I have no idea why he played the power, that, actually. Okay, innovates for 6 mana. Okay, so the Wild Growth, okay, it makes sense in some way. But, yeah. I don't know. Still not completely convinced by this. That's just why. And... Well, should Ragnaros be good to... or nice to us then, let's just also Holy Smite him. Okay, not this turn. Next turn, maybe. Lucky for him. But we can just mind control it, and we really got it. We got a lot of taunts here and big minions. He hasn't been able to do it. If he wants to really get this board back, he needs to go for Poison Seeds Starfall combo. There's no other way that he can do it. Also, Naturalize could maybe do it. Nah, I can't. Okay, that is a good play. Mainly just because that he has a lot of stuff out for Ragnaros, so it won't hit him. You don't say. Well, we could mind control. We could also heal ourselves, meaning that this one can go in there. Then we can, yeah, we can just kill everything. Cool. So we can kill his whole board. Shadow at Death that. There we go. Ragnaros is very unlikely going to be killed. And with that, we have everything cleared and for Ragnaros to kill him. Awesome. Everything working as planned, except for the fact that I just make the plan up as I go, but it works perfectly. So I cannot really complain. Well, let's get one more game in here, shall we? I mean, we're just halfway through this episode, so let's just get one extra game in here. There's no reason not to. This is going so well. Already, actually on a win streak and getting all the way to 12. I mean, as he pitched the deck to me, he also said that he had several wins. He had a big win streak, about 7 wins or something, and has skyrocketed in the ladder. So we are just feeling the same thing. Light of Naru, great thing, especially against a Warlock probably, as he may be a Zoo. If he has a Zoo, it probably would be good to have keep a Sludge Belcher. But the Light Bomb would be good against the Handlock on the other hand. On the other hand, is that a pun in some way? I don't think so. But on the other hand, I'm not so sure actually if that would be the first hand. But getting off track. Well, the Light Bomb, I'm not so sure it would only be good against the Giants. And here, as a Handlock, he has a lot of other stuff that I would have to deal with that are not Giants. So this is probably a better hand. Also, we have a 3, 4, and 5 turn play, so that is pretty good. He didn't do anything, so he is a Handlock or a Demon Lock. Either way, it's fine that we don't have a great start. Still, could it be either thing? A Demon Lock still plays a lot like the a Handlock in a lot of ways. So I don't really want to. Don't see any reason to be afraid here, or really to say which one of it is. I can't say if it is a Demon Lock. A Demon Lock has a lot of times also 1 or 2 drops that he life taps again. You can be pretty certain that he now is a Handlock for sure, but still, you cannot. It can still be just him not having any good starting draws, or just being a demon-focused Handlock. Either way, we know pretty much, or we are pretty certain at what he's going to have. He has to play something at least. Cannot just do nothing. Cool. So that is probably going to be silenced. Yeah, that's fine. He would have to then... he cannot really kill my Aukunai with that, so... And if he goes into my Dark Cultist, that's fine too. He can Dark Bomb, obviously. Silence and then Dark Bomb for the Aukunai. But that is just a lot of stuff just for that. Especially if you want the silence for anything else. Okay, so he does the first thing. Does he also do the second thing? Oh, Mortal Coil, obviously. Yeah, he's a Handlock. I should probably have expected him to do that. If he life taps now, he's going to mill himself. So I don't hope that he does that. Also, I might actually be wanting to go for Sludge Belcher and then Dark Cultist in there. Even though that the Ancient Watcher then has done a lot of good trading. It still is a 3-8. Still is a 3-8 that he cannot really deal with. I don't expect him to do any Siphon Souls here. Or if he does so, that is really not worth it, as I have Ragnaros and Ysera and still Sylvanas too. Actually, Sylvanas is going to be really good. Especially since we have Shadow of Death. That is actually maybe the reason why we had the second Shadow of Death in here, because that is then comboed with Sylvanas. And there's the Siphon Souls. And then he can trade for the Dwarf. Okay. Interesting, to say the least. He's at 9 cards, so he's not going to mill himself. But he hasn't really played anything that I have to be afraid of. But he still has 8 Giants and the 4-10. Low of them. Also one thing that we have to be aware of. Okay. We Powered Shield in there. Nah. Holy Smite and in there. Just so, but then he can Mortal Coil my Sludge Belcher. And then he would have an alive Loathep. That's okay. It's a risk I would be willing to take, I think. Yeah. That's a risk I would be willing to take. That he has a Mortal Coil. Can always just Shadow Word Death his Loathep. And his Loathep would only have been able to kill a half Sludge Belcher, so that is still okay. I mean, obviously, if it wasn't for Loathep, we could have healed the Sludge Belcher, so he wouldn't have been able to even Mortal Coil it. But then he would still have a Dark Bomb. So either way, we probably would have been running into something. Also, if he still has 5 mana if he should Mortal Coil it. And he would have then to be able to play something like a Sludge Belter so that he doesn't mill himself again. Okay. So at 2 HP, at 5. Can we get that Orkanai? No. But we can do this, maybe? And if we go in here... Actually, we should maybe heal this. Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. Should just have done this. Oh, I'm a complete idiot. Well...
That was a mistake.
I know. I'm awful. I should just have Shadow Madness to begin with. I don't see the reason why I even tried with this Wild Pyromancer. That was an awful play. That was terrible. How could I even have won yesterday against a ranked 4 player? In a best of 5? I can't tell. That was awful. At least we have Shadow Word Depths for that freaking thing. Jesus Christ. Well, everything is not lost, obviously, but... That was a waste of cards. That is my main problem. We used a lot of cards for really nothing. Especially if he kills my Wild Pyromancer. We wasted a Shadow Word Madness. We really pretty much wasted a Power Word Shield and a Pyromancer too. So that would be 2 Shadow Word Deaths. We could also have gone for Sylvanas, kill our own, and hope to get either of these. That would be really good. But this is stupid. That's fine. I think actually that is fine. The Light Bomb is probably better to keep for later. So that is probably a play that I can agree with. Because Light Bombs for more giants or more stuff. I mean, obviously we would have killed Sylvanas and with the giant with only the Light Bomb. And keep the 2 other ones for later, but... So, yeah, probably that would have been better just because then... even though if he plays a giant 1 by 1, we can still kill it. Unlike with the Light Bomb where we would have him to play all of them. So yeah, I don't know what is wrong with me right now, all of a sudden. This game has just been awful. We still have to worry about 3 giants, that is my main concern here. And we still have Sylvanas, though we don't... He has used 1 silence, but he still has a second one in his deck, and we don't have a trigger for Sylvanas anymore. But on the other hand, we also have a lot of stuff, and we have card draw here. We have a lot of card draw, actually. We could go for Wild Pyromancer, Coin, and then Circle of Healing if need be, actually. So we have a lot of cool ways we can do this. And he has left Jiraxxus. Okay, so he wants this thing to get going. So he kills... Yeah, he kills Northshire Cleric. That is a bit of a problem, but on the other hand, we already got this out of the way. So we don't have an ooze here to deal with any of his stuff. So that is problematic. And we don't have any reason to do anything else. I'm just thinking about going for Sylvanas just to have a threat. But with a Dark Bomb, we just get a 1-2 with Taunt. I think I actually just have killed myself with those awful misplays earlier. With all of the stuff that we used earlier, we would have been able to easily deal with all of this. But those 2 big misplays, they obviously have set us a far way back. I mean, he has 9 cards to my 3.5. I still actually have the coin. Why do I still have the coin? So he has a Mortal Coil. That is what he has. No, he doesn't. Okay, so he doesn't want to kill my Sylvanas right now. Oh, or do that. Yeah, I should probably actually play a Handlock. because I have actually never played it, and as it seems, I'm really not that good at it. Yeah, we can do this. And do this. Cool. Now finally we have something. But he still can just spawn 6/6 and I'm afraid, well, we can light bomb them at some point. So, but that is still just a light bomb for hero powers. So, still not that good. We would really want to have him play some giants before we play that light bomb, especially since we only have one of them. I can just really feel how everyone who's watching is face palming right now. But we aren't dead yet. That is the reason why I'm not conceding. We aren't dead yet, and it is not for certain that we are going to be in a lot of trouble. We can still pull through with this. We still have Ragnaros, we still have Ysera. That is the main reason why also. We can just top deck one of those two and we are in a really good position. Also he is at 8 mana, so... Oh yeah, we cannot play any giants except for... He can play... He can play the mountain giant, he still has 1. But he cannot play any... We don't have to be afraid of any molten giants because he can first play them at when he gets to 5 HP and then they would be 10 HP, 10 mana each. So actually, him playing Joe Axis, even though it has given him something, and certainly has made the game move forward and not being stalled, which it certainly was, then he's actually making it so that he cannot play any molten giants. Also, we are close to lethal. Not anymore. Damn. Ah, another one. Interesting. Interesting choice. Northshire Cleric.
Is someone injured?
Also very interesting. Well, let's heal that. And get a card. And kill that. Not really worth it, but I just don't want... didn't want that thing to be on the board. That is mainly why. I mean, obviously I have made these two 1/1, so he can kill it with a Mortal Coil. But he doesn't. Oh yeah, well, if he has a Mortal Coil, he should kill my Northshire Cleric. And not the other way around, to preserve HP. So... Does he have one? He has Hellfire. That is something. Interesting. Well, that is still a 7/7 that can just be killed. Well, we will go down to less than... Yeah, we'll go far down, but I don't want to play the light bomb yet, because I feel like we're probably going to run into something this turn too. I just want to get more out of the light bomb than just an infernal. That Twilight Wake is not going to be killed. Yeah, we're going down to 8. Going up to 10 again. We can Cabal Shadow Priest nothing. Yeah, we can actually Cabal Shadow Priest that. So that is good. And he still is a 1 away from lethal. But we pretty much dead. Except if we actually draw Ragnaros and are lucky with killing him. Or except if he has another Hellfire. Or Dark Bomb. I've been talking about the Dark Bomb from the beginning also. I should probably have expected that. But it is actually quite impressive how far I actually... Except for maybe I should have... Nah, if I had gone for the Light Bomb earlier, he would just have been able to crush me now. Just, I wouldn't really... It wouldn't have done that much, actually, just to have kept... been more... Not have been that greedy with the Light Bomb, so... Yeah. It was mainly... I would probably have had much easier time, or would have been able to keep him back for much further if I had not done these two misplays. If I had gone for a Light Bomb earlier, then I could have gone for the Shadow Word Pain on much easier on other stuff, and keeping him away with, keeping to being, even if he just plays one giant, Shadow Word Death is much better than Light Bomb. So those two massive misplays that I did is probably the nail in the coffin, at least, if not more than that. So thank you for watching. See ya.